afternoon or night at whatever time you're watching the following video. I'm the Maestro Rodi, and today we are gonna cover the first property of the real numbers, the internal property. But what is internal property? The internal property states two things. The first one is that the result of adding two real numbers is another real number. Multiplying two real numbers will also result in another real number. You may be asking yourself, what does this mean? I will explain it later on the video, but first let's try to solve these easy problems. So the first one is 3 plus 3. Well, you already know that this is 6. Now on the second one it says 4 minus 5. As we already covered in my previous video, rules for addition and subtraction, different numbers, you subtract them and you leave the sign of the highest number. In this case is a 5, therefore the answer is going to be -1. Now for the next problem is 5 that multiplies another 5. In rules of multiplication and division, we already covered that same signs is going to be a positive number, therefore is 25. Now on the next one is 3 times 2. These ones are the same signs, therefore this one is also going to be a positive number, which is 6. Now you may be asking yourself, but how do we apply this property? This is the explanation of the property. For example, on the first problem we have 3 plus 3, and the internal property says that the result of adding two real numbers is another real number. This is because of the sequence of numbers. For example, if we are on the number 3 and we move 3 spaces on the positive way, for example here, 3 plus 3 spaces, the result is going to be 6, which is a real number and is also positive. And that is why 3 plus 3 equals 6. Now, for example, on the second one, we're going to locate on the -5, which is here. Now, if we have a -5, we will move 4 spaces in a positive way, which is -4, -3, -2, -1. And that is why the answer is -1. Now, for multiplication is a very similar process. We have 5 times 5, or this one that it's easier, 3 times 2. Now, if you want to know how do we get this answer, we're going to situate on the number 0. We're going to move 3 spaces 2 times, or if you see it on the other way, 2 spaces 3 times. For example, we move 2 spaces 3 times, and that is why the answer is 6. This is the explanation of the internal property, and this one is the first of all the properties of the real numbers. Remember, the problem is not your capacity, it's assuming that you cannot achieve it. See you in the next video.